a really quick video just to show you how to handle in Design Space these files I've released to make bunting in 2 different colours, and there's also a cut file as well. So you get, if I can just show you very quickly all the symbols that you get, this one, you get the full alphabet all in caps, and then you get a large apostrophe, and then you get an S apostrophe. So if you're typing a word like it's or theirs or here's or something, a question mark, an exclamation mark, and then just a heart and a star for any decoration. You get, for print then cut, you get 32 PNGs in blue and then 32 in the pink. And there's a close-up I can show you. We'll just ignore that. So that's the pink one. It's designed to look like brushed denim in these 2 pastel colours, a pastely pink and that baby blue. And then there's an offset around each symbol, and then the symbol itself is in a polka dot pattern of the same denim, and it's got supposedly this little overstitching around the edges. I think it looks really cute. That's the cut file. We'll talk about that in a second. So just there's the apostrophe S, because I typed it's a girl for mine. As you can see there, it's a girl. Obviously it's not just meant for baby showers or anything, but I just chose that because it was a nice easy format to photograph. As I say, it's in pink and blue, and those are the symbols. And then as well you get cut files in case you want to make your own. And these cut files, they have the 2 layers for the flag shape, and the very back one folds over to go around your ribbon or string or whatever you're going to hang them on. And then you get 2 layers for each symbol as well. And obviously if you wanted to make more layers for the flag, you could do that in the offset feature of whatever software you're using. So I think we've probably seen enough pictures there. There is a close-up on the cut file the way I did it there. You can see I used sticky foam pads between all the layers of this one, and it looks pretty spectacular when you can see the whole word. It was just almost impossible to photograph it, so I ended up just photographing pieces of it. Right, so just very quickly we'll go into Design Space and have a look at how to bring them in. So the print then cut files are designed to, it's not going to work, is it? Right, so here we are. I've opened a new project. It just didn't open looking quite right then, but I have only just updated it, I think. Yeah, or just recently anyway. Okay, so I'll bring in one of the PNG files first. As you can see, I've got lots in there, but I'll bring it in from scratch and then you can see what to do. So upload image. I'm on the desktop version for PC. I always click browse because I have Design Space in full screen. Then we just need to navigate to where it is on your system. It's not there. Bunting. There it is. Pink. There are the PNGs. I'll just bring A in. It doesn't matter. They're all the same, obviously. So you get to this window. Just continue. You don't need to do anything. The background is already removed, so just don't do anything and click apply and continue, and then you are bringing it in as a flat graphic. These denimy patterny ones, it's not a layered file, it is just a flat graphic. Upload here, and then it lands on your canvas. And you could print it that wide if you wanted to, but I've actually designed it to be done 9 centimeters, 3.5 inches wide. So you're just going to change the size, the width of it in the size menu up there, and as long as the padlock is locked, it will set the height automatically. Just a mention of this little yellow warning triangle here. It says it's low resolution. I have no idea why it's saying that. I created this artwork. I know it's not low res, and it prints beautifully. So please just ignore that warning in your layers panel. It will work fine. Obviously it's a PNG. PNGs are not scalable. You can't take it much bigger than it comes in. But even, I think you could probably still take it up a little bit larger than the size it even comes in at, and it would still look lovely. But yeah, just ignore that low res warning. So when you're making yours, you can choose to make the score by hand, or you can choose to get your machine to do it. And if you're going to get your machine to do it, just go to shapes, bring in a score line. Needs to be rotated, obviously, because it's going to go across the top of the little flag. Your flag is 9 centimeters or whatever your dimension shows there if you're working in inches. So just select them both. Well, we'll make that 3 inches first. So yeah, wants to be 9. So it's the right width now. So I'm just going to align them top and align them side to side, and then I'm going to drag both of them right to the top of my page. So they're both in the position menu on the y-axis here at 0. I mean, you can just do it by eye if you want to, but I like the machine to do it with numbers, and then it's a bit easier. And then just select the line, and in your y-axis there, type 3, and it will move it down 3 centimeters. And then you can attach. That's one way of doing it. If you don't want to do it that way, you could bring in the cut file and line it up against the cut file. I'll do that, even though it is a big cut file. We'll bring that in. You get everything. I did do them individually at first, and then I thought people are not going to want to bring in like 17, for example, 7 separate SVGs to type the word congratulations. So I thought it was easier to have them all come in at once. And it looks really odd on that screen. Don't worry about it. It's perfect when it comes in. So we just ungroup it. That is the top of the flag. That is the score line there. So we just convert that to score. So what you could do, I'm just going to detach that, get rid of the score we made ourselves. What you could do is just attach the cut file. It's just a much longer way of doing it, but if you don't like that bit where you had to decide where the score went, do it this way. So I'll zoom in a bit so we can see what we're doing. So this is just the cut file. I'm going to attach it to its score just for now, and then I'm going to select the cut file and that print then cut file, and I'm going to center them side to side and top to bottom. Then I'm going to get rid of that cut piece, and then I'm going to attach those two together, and there the score is in the right place and you haven't had to move it yourself. So just whichever you fancy doing, whichever is quicker for you, do it that way. I'm going to get rid of, if I can, everything except the print then cut, because that's all we're doing at the moment. Right, so make it. You would get 2 of these on an A4 when you actually come to make them. I'll just show you that. I don't want to save it. So we'll, oh for goodness sake. I'll just duplicate that. Put them reasonably close together. And then we'll attach those two. So if you've got more than one, you obviously will have however many letters you've got to make. If you're working on A4, put them in pairs. You can't get more than 2 on an A4. So make, change it to A4. I just default to A3, and you can see you can get 2 from an A4 there. So we would continue, just in case you've not done this before. At this window, you send to printer. You do want bleed to be on because you're cutting right up to the edge of the item. Always use your system dialog box and then press print. You'll get a little extra dialog window like this that lets you speak to your printer and tell it to choose paper size and the print quality and everything. Yours may not look exactly like this, but it'll have some sort of window that says preferences or advanced settings or whatever. So I'm going to click on that. Here I would choose the card. It's already going to be on A4, but most importantly I would just choose high quality there and then OK, and it won't actually print until you press print in this extra little dialog window that comes up. Obviously I'm not going to print it right now because I'm not making this again. Right, so that's done. That is you do that for all the print then cut files. That's how you handle those. So we'll just cancel and go back to the canvas, and I'll get rid of those. And now I'm going to bring in again that cut file. Right, I'm going to bring the cut file in from my library because you've already seen me bring it in from scratch. So there it is. First step, ungroup it. Take the top of the flag off that one. I might separate those for you anyway. And then you just need to select, I'll just zoom in a bit. Select that line, which is the line that needs converting to score. We can't make it come in set to score already go to your operations menu, click on where it says basic cut and choose score from the drop down, and you can see that that's been converted now, and then just select that score and the piece and attach it. So those are your flag bits ready to cut, and obviously then we just duplicate them according to the number of letters that you're going to make. So I'll just do something pretty quick. Let's just pretend we're making the word hello. So we need an H. Oh, in fact, just before I do that, now you've done that score line, this is where I would save it as a project, so that every time you come to it, all you need to do is pick the letters that you want to use, cut those, and then quit without saving, and then you'll always have this ready to go set of bunting to use. But each time you come to do it, just select the letters that you want to use. So I need an H, an E, an L, and then I need 2 because we're saying hello, and then I need an O. What I'm showing you here, obviously it works for any kind of word you want to do and whichever symbols you decide to do. But for this project now, I would just group those and hide them. Just an easy way to get them out of the way. So obviously we've got 5 letters in this strip of bunting, so we need 5 sets of actual flags. So I've got 1, so I'm going to duplicate it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's all you would do each time you want to cut it. But I just want to show you something else as well. Just supposing you wanted some really simple bunting that you're going to make yourself. And we'll just take the O down because it's easy to get to. What you could do is we'll just detach that for now, and let's just say you wanted that in dark green. I'm just choosing colours at random. That in light green. Bring that to the front. And we could position it side to side, couldn't we? And then we just need to drop it down a little bit so the margins look the same. Right, and then we would want that to be, well, let's say we don't. Let's say we want it to be a really dark green there, and then we'll have that one as the grassy green. And center it. Bring it to the front. Center everything. Hang on. Select that. I forgot those letters were still up there. Just center all that horizontally. If you just wanted then to do that as a print then cut, all you would need to do is we want everything here except the score, and then we could go up here, change it to print then cut, flatten it, send it to the back, select that and the score, or you can do the scores yourself, just score it by hand when it comes out, and there you've made a nice, really easy print then cut bunting of your own. And you could also obviously bring in a pattern background if you wanted to, and slice any kind of pattern into these shapes. But that is if you want to make your own print then cut version, it's a really easy way to do it. Right, I think that's all I need to show you, because obviously the amount of paper you'll need will depend eventually on the kind of the size and the number of pieces of bunting that you want to make. If you've got any questions at all when you come to cut or assemble this, you get a little PDF which just shows you quickly how to assemble it, but obviously they're super easy. Please don't hesitate to get in touch to ask me. You can get in touch on Etsy or Facebook, whichever you prefer. The links to do that are in the description below this video. And if you just stumbled across the video and you'd like to buy the SVG, there's a link there to do that too. Don't forget, if you're purchasing 3 or more SVG files at one time from the Tanglecraft Studio Etsy shop, the link is in the description, you can use the 30 for 3 discount code to get 30% off your total purchase. This offer runs all the time, but you need to use that code when you check out. And if you haven't already joined the Tanglecraft Studio Facebook group, join now to get any special Etsy discount codes issued to group members and to take advantage of the free SVG files I give away in the group from time to time. The link to the group is in the description. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.